It's meal prep day. So today I'm doing my meal prep and I'm gonna walk you through the steps that I do to get myself ready for the week with all my meals planned ahead. I am eating a little bit above my maintenance now to gain lean muscle, and I am gonna show you how to do that and not track your calories, because I don't track calories most of the time. Done it in the past, it's not my thing, and you don't really need in order to achieve your fitness goals. If you wanna know more about that, I did a video on how to achieve your fitness goals in 2025, and I'm gonna tag it here so you can go check that out. But today we're doing like a vlog where I show you how I get organized. And here I have my meal plan. I like doing it on my iPad because then I don't have to print anything. I can just, use the pen and erase every week. I kind of do it. And basically, this is something I got on Canva. So it's free. You can go on Canva to get like a cute meal planner like this, where you can just fill what you want to eat for the week. And I am very practical. I don't like wasting a lot of time. I don't like doing too complicated things. That being said, I might try doing something new this week. I really want to learn how to make my own pasta, and I got a stand mixer, so I might have my fun with that. We're gonna see how that goes, but I am buying pasta at the grocery store just in case my pasta turns like the most disgusting thing in the world. In order to make this very simple, my system is I write the things that I want on my meal planner, and once I know what I need, I go to an app that is called AnyList, and I add there all the things that I need to buy at the grocery store, and it already divides it by sections. So for example, all the dairy that you enter is going to go into a section called dairy, and all the produce is going to go into produce section. So it makes it easier for you when you are in the grocery store. You don't waste a lot of time kind of going everywhere and forgetting, oh my god, I was just at the meat section, I have to go back because I forgot to get something. And I'm all about systems that makes life simpler and faster, easier, more efficient. So that's the vibe. And the plan for today is that I'll go to the gym first, and then right after I will stop at the grocery store. We're gonna get all the things we need, and then we are gonna get cooking. Let's go. Finished my workout, did my grocery shopping. My workout was not fun because for some reason my AirPods decided not to work. Like just one was working, which felt really weird, and I decided to work out without it. Never happened before. I think I've had it for over a year and never gave me any issues, but today it decided, leg day, let me not work. That was rough, but at least I got the workout done, got my grocery shopping, I got to go home now and start cooking. Got the goodies except for TVP. I could not find TVP. I'm actually not that impressed. Saskatoon is not the best for people trying to eat a more plant-forward diet, and TVP is a great source of protein for vegetarians and for vegans. So I didn't find that. I'm not vegetarian or vegan anymore, but I do prefer to eat more plant-based proteins than animal-based proteins, but you do what you gotta do. I found the next best thing, which is this Gardein ground quote-unquote beef. And I really like this. It's great to put on like pastas or stir fry, so we're gonna work with that. Now for breakfast, I am very lazy. I don't like cooking breakfast. I'm not gonna cook a snack. And for dinner, I usually do something fast, like a sandwich or a wrap or soup, something really easy. For lunch is the bulk of what I'm cooking today. But I will walk you through everything that I got so you understand how I organize my meals. So for breakfast, I got the Silver Hills. This is whole grain, sprouted grain actually. Bread, great source of fiber, even has a good amount of protein, honestly. This has Ta-ta-ta, 11 grams of proteins per 2 slices. And I like to eat this either with hummus, which I already have and it's in my fridge, or with some cottage cheese. And I also got some smoked salmon, so I can kind of mix these and decide one day I'll go for the hummus, one day I'll go for this. And usually I have a yogurt with some berries. I like this Greek yogurt and berries and some granola, which I still had. And I've been obsessed with this granola from Prana. It tastes so good. I'm very picky with granolas. And then what else did I get? Okay, so I got a bunch of salads. Like I said, I'm lazy, so there is no way in hell I'm gonna be preparing different types of salads. So I either eat one type of salad for days, or I buy these individual little packs that have everything you need in them, which I love, and these were on special, so I got a whole bunch because this week I'm not having my Spire Go deliveries. And I also got some chicken breast. This is already cooked and it's already how do you call it, pulled, and I don't have a lot of work. I'm usually not one to eat chicken in the house. I don't love eating chicken. But I got some soup and I'm thinking about just taking the chicken and put it inside the soup. I really love the soup from Pacific Foods. It's a tomato soup and I've been craving really warm, comforting foods because it's been really cold. So the soup is a good option for me at night. I'll just get the soup and the chicken, so I get a good amount of protein there. The soup is already really high in carbs, but I still sprinkle some croutons on top sometimes. And other than that, I am going to be preparing the pasta. We're gonna try to do that, but worst case scenario, if it doesn't work, I got some red lentil pasta and I got some zucchinis too. We're going to roast these, super easy. And I got tomato sauce already for our pasta. And that's pretty much what we're cooking. Oh, and whoops. Oh my God, there's zucchini in my nails now, under the nails. And I also have these beans. This is a 6-bean blend. Love these. You're gonna see how I prep them. It's so easy. It doesn't get easier than that. And I also got my beloved purple potatoes. These are life for me. And I will just boil them and I leave them ready in my fridge. But in terms of cooking, I'm really not doing that much. It's so simple because I'm gonna cook the zucchinis, I'm gonna cook the potatoes. That's super easy and fast. I am going to cook the vegetarian ground beef. And for my soups, I am just going to pulse the chicken so that it gets like smaller pieces, and I'm already gonna mix it with the soup so it's ready for me to just grab. And the beans, I am going to, I don't even cook them. I just mix them with a little bit of olive oil and some spices and they're done, and I'm just gonna heat it up whenever I feel like eating them. And the potatoes, I'm just going to boil. And I leave them boiled and I could eat them just as, or if I'm feeling fancy, I'll take the air fryer on the day I'm gonna eat them and then I air fry them and then they get crispy. It has to be in the moment, you have to air fry it in the moment, but that takes like 5 minutes. And that's it. So simple, so easy. Let's get started. zucchinis are done and they're so good. Oh my god. It looks almost burnt, but it's not burnt. It's just like so good. Good. Since I used the blender to pull the chicken and I separate it in little Tupperwares, I'm also going to use the same blender to mix some bone broth with the soup, because since I don't really love chicken, I'm putting really small amounts of chicken in each portion, and this will increase a little bit the protein content, and the blender is already dirty anyway, so might as well. Now I'm gonna show you how I do the beans, because I don't think it gets any easier than the way I do the beans. It's so simple. I'm just going to strain this and wash it really well, give it a rinse, and then I am going to use some spices. I think I'm gonna use this one that I also use for the zucchini. It's the Clubhouse garlic and crushed herbs. So good. And then just some salt, and that is it. Alright, now off to the part I'm most excited and scared about, which is making the pasta. I have here the Pasta Queen cookbook, and I am gonna do half the recipe, because even though I'm doing a meal prep and I think it would be better if I did the portion for 4 people, I am afraid I'm gonna mess this up. So we're gonna do half the recipe, which should serve 2 people. I'm guessing this is gonna be 2 very hungry people. This is an Italian cookbook after all. But still, we'll see how this goes. I have my, how do you call it? 0000 flour here, which is perfect for pasta. My whole eggs. I'm gonna use the machine. I got this little baby, and I've used it so far only to make tiramisu, and it was amazing, but I actually got it mainly for pasta because I'm obsessed with pasta. So let's see what happens. We're gonna start with 2 eggs, and I'm lazy. I hate cleaning stuff, and I already have quite a bit to clean after this. So I'm gonna break the eggs directly in the bowl, and hopefully nothing else falls, but if it falls, it's just the eggs, and then I'll remove it. Egg number 1. I find it so cool, people that open an egg with just like 1 hand. I'm not able to do that. I know for a fact it will not end well if I try. A bit more. 200! In the cookbook, they tell you to do this by hand. But I'm lazy and I got the baby, so we're gonna use it. But I don't know exactly how it should look like. I watched a video on YouTube, but I don't know if I love the way their dough was looking at the end. I will knit a little bit. How do you attach this? Ah, I got it. Okay, go down. Close this. The lady in the YouTube video said to do only 1 to 2, max 4. We'll see. Why does it? this part is kind of important. So there's quite a bit that is just not being mixed. And I think it's because I started with the hook thing, this dough, whatever it's called. The people in the comments from the video I saw on YouTube, they were saying that it was perfectly fine to do the entire mixing here with the hook. So maybe I just have to, you know, get the flour that is just on the wall and move it to the middle. So I did quite a bit splashes of water and it's still looking a little weird. I'm gonna try to hand knit now. Let's see how that goes. So I did my kneading. I think the dough is good. I have no way to really know. I mean, except for the test that they do with the finger and the dough comes back, which it did. And I did the covering. I have never done pasta dough, like I said, but I have done pizza dough before. And I just wrapped it with saran wrap. And I believe I put it in the fridge. I never did this system where I just dust with flour and put a damp towel on top, but I am trying to follow the recipe in the book and we hope that it will work. And I will see you in 20 minutes. While I'm waiting for the dough pasta to be ready, I am going to clean up the kitchen and I'm going to put the stuff that is ready in the fridge. But just to recap, the way I like to do my meal prep is that I don't like having individual portions for everything. I had just for the soup. Now here for the soup we have like 4 individual portions like this because I had to blend everything and then put it in, so I might as well put it in individual containers. But usually what I do is that I mix and match everything and I make sure that I have a good amount of starch and a good amount of protein and some veggies with it. So for example, I could have some of the beans with the zucchinis and the purple potatoes, or if I want, I can have the pasta that we're doing with the ground beef with the zucchinis, or I could do the ground beef with the potatoes and the veggies, and so forth. I like mixing things so this way I'm not too bored and I'm not restrained to like one particular dish per week. I do understand that some people like to have that individual portion, so if that's something you like, it's just easier for you to grab and go to work. I totally understand. I used to do that when I worked in an office because then it's just easy for you to bring, but because I work from home and I study from home, I can just put everything in a bowl and heat it up in a microwave how I'm feeling. So that's that. The kitchen is looking a little scary right now, which is normal with meal prep. By the time the dough is finished resting, this kitchen is gonna be cleaned up. And that's it. Let's go clean. Yay. Ooh, look at my baby. Now you roll. The lady in the book said to slap the pasta. Ooh, okay, this is fun. Slap it. Amazing. I have to admit, this pasta thing took me so long and not the best when you're trying to do a meal prep, but I kind of figured that because I have never done it before, it would take longer than expected and it would be a little messy, and I definitely messed up some of the steps. But I have to be honest with you, it tastes so good. I honestly think it's worth it because I'm a true pasta lover, but I understand that if you're going for practicity, that's not something to do. I might not be doing this every weekend, but every now and then when I want to treat myself and have like a good fresh pasta, because it tastes really good and I want to develop my skills. So I guess what I'll do with the rest of the pasta, there's still quite a bit left. I'm going to cook the rest, finish cleaning the kitchen, and that's gonna be it for our meal prep. So if you liked it, please give me the thumbs up and consider subscribing. I usually talk about fitness, nutrition, wellness in general. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. So worth it.